Devil's giving talent, balls were just too late. So they try to put me down, but it makes me more ambitious. Success is sweet, but revenge is so delicious. Haters gonna hate.
What's going on, everyone? Strider's back with another pregame stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have CLG versus the blue team being Curse. So starting right off at the top lane, we are going to have Jax up top versus Zed, which should be a really interesting matchup as I have not seen Jax in quite some time. And then once we go down into that mid lane, we're going to have Gragas versus the Twisted Fate. I think Twisted Fate should have a little bit of an advantage just because he's ranged. But then if we take a look at the jungle, we're going to have Amumu versus Elise. And I really think Elise is really powerful in the jungle right now. So I think I'm going to give her a little bit of an advantage there. Then if we take a look at the bottom lane, of course, last but not least, we have Ashe versus Tristana. And both are pretty good, but I think Tristana, with her rocket jump, she should be able to get away from anything Ashe needs to throw at her or slow her down for. And I don't think she'll be able to catch back up after that. And even so, Buster Shot would also knock her back as well. So it's pretty heavily one-sided in my opinion. Then if we take a look at the supports, we're going to have Sona and Janna. So it's really nice to have Janna versus the Sona. Because Sona locks down a crescendo, Janna can disengage the fight with her Monsoon. And that's ridiculously good and I think severely underrated. But Janna's just really good at disengaging fights as well as kind of just protecting all of your carries. So overall, I really don't want to go over too deep into the stats because everyone knows who these people are and it's just absolutely ridiculous. But the red team's average of winning is about 57.85% chance of winning in that CLG. And then Curse on the blue team has about 58.08% chance of winning. So far it looks like there's about a 0.2 difference in favor of Curse. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Strider's back with another episode of the Diamond League, this time with a scrim between Curse and CLG, so it should be a very interesting match. I'm very excited to cast it. It's not often that I actually get to cast scrims between two professional LCS teams, so I am very excited. I hope you guys are as well. But, of course, the first thing I wanted to say is thank you, everybody, for watching, whether you're a new viewer or a past subscriber. If you do like the videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I come out with videos on a daily basis. And if you have any feedback, of course, please let me know in the comment section below or message me privately. And yeah, definitely if you have any requests for champions or players that you want to see, also let me know in that case as well. So everything should go according to plan. Let me just put everything up. I would assume that TF would go mid just because of his ult. And of course Voyboy is typically top, but we haven't seen too many top Zed players lately. We also haven't seen too many Jax players, so I'm very interested in that. But definitely, if you guys have been following, especially my vlog about the new contest going on, this still does count as part of the Zac patch. So if you want a chance to win that $15 in RP, make sure to keep your eye out for one of the top plays, and if it gets chosen as #1 play, you'll be entered in a raffle to win that $15 in RP. For details, of course, you can always check out my vlog.
Until minions spawn.
No teams really seem to be aggressing. There's no real wards going off. I mean, there's one kind of defensive ward that CLG threw over the wall, but it's not really going to catch too much. It'll help Gragas a little bit. But it is a site ward. They didn't use an Explorer's ward, so I'm a little bit interested in that. Another site ward actually very defensively going down on the blue team, so they'll be able to see any time Amumu wants to come through the river and come around from the back to do the gank with the bandage toss, which is very, very common. And of course, we have a paused game, because why wouldn't we have a paused game? Doublelift has been very, I don't know, MIA for quite some time. Where's my money? Of course, St. Fish just asking for the money. Hotshot, why? I don't know what's going on, but I suppose we'll find out eventually. It's hard because I don't really get any insight as far as what happened, if there's ever a pause. So I'm just going to have to kind of fill the time in with random shenanigans. As far as matchups go right now, jungle Elise seems to be pretty strong. She has a gap closer, she has a stun. And that's pretty much all you need. It's hard to say anything better than that. She also has a huge amount of base damage. So in my opinion, she is one of the better junglers for sure right now. A lot of people have been playing her top. She's also an excellent top player. We've even seen her in support role quite a few times. So it's nice to see her in a different role being the jungle. It's not something we see frequently.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
Is it going to come back? Looks like Hotshot did disconnect. Frog and what? Of course, the good old joke. Frog and DDoSing people. Yeah, it's always risky when they stream their scrims because this happens constantly. Whenever there's a scrim going on, people will open it up for a DDoS. There's not really anything people can do about it. From his ridiculous jokes. Spoilers. Interesting. But spoilers before the spoil. Too bad. It already happened. That is a very good question. Why can't Disney villains look like good guys and turn out to be bad guys? Teach kids not to trust. Disney, where's your real life lessons? So many interesting conversations. Hopefully they'll fix it. I mean, they're all in the same house, so if it's just Hotshot that DC'd, I couldn't imagine that it would actually last for very long. Because if it was a DDoS, it would pretty much DDoS everybody in the same house. Unless they have a different public IP and router for each individual person, which would be very, very expensive. I mean, to get a static IP address, one that just doesn't change on a whim, I mean, you have to pay almost $150 a month. And if you wanted 5 or 6 of them, you'd have to have like modems for each individual one. And you'd be paying quite a lot of money. Since public IPs are very scarce to come by nowadays, since everybody's still using the outdated IPv6 or IPv4, 4v6. I don't remember which one's the new one. 7 might be it. I don't know. I don't even remember. It's been a long time. V6 is the new one, so I think V4 is the one that we're running out of. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with League of Legends so far. So Zed going top, he does have that Elixir of Fortitude, while Jax opted to go with some armor. So additional armor will definitely help a little bit, but... Two peanuts walking down the road, one was salted. That is ridiculous. But either way, I mean... Yeah, he's all physical damage. So Zed being all physical damage and absolutely 0 magic damage makes cloth armor a very viable choice for Jax. He won't be able to dodge anything, of course, because it's not in the game anymore. Well, except for his Counter-Strike, I guess helps a little bit. Be able to dodge for a couple seconds. But Zed primarily focuses on his spells and abilities rather than auto attacks. So it'll be really difficult for Zed to actually do any huge amounts of damage with that cloth armor. He will be forced to try to auto attack, but if he does that, then Jax should just be able to stun him pretty easily. Ooh, they're ready. Going back into the game. 2, 1. Oh boy, back into the game. As far as the jungle matchup, I mean, Amumu also has a gap closer and a stun, although it's pretty much in the same exact spell. So, being bandage toss mainly. This is a really good way to leash between the golems. It's helping a little bit. They're preventing a lot of damage to be shot over to them. Already starting off on the beginning gold, coming out from TF. And Gragas should be able to do pretty well in this matchup. I don't know if he'll do phenomenal because anytime he gets stunned, he's not really going to be able to... Anytime Gragas gets stunned, he's not going to be able to explode his barrel at all. So once it starts rolling it out, he has to press Q again for the barrel to actually blow up. But if he's stunned in that amount of time, he's not going to be able to, and TF should easily be able to get around it. Blue card's coming out already, and that's going to be pretty crazy. Drunken Rage really early on in the game, and this is going to be a lot of harass coming out. The fact that TF is ranged and Gragas is melee makes it very difficult. Yeah, he's just going to keep spamming with those blue cards. And the advantage of taking blue cards over anything else, ooh, Moo might be coming in with a nice bandage toss over the wall. But they're going to wait a little bit. Ooh, a nice job by Tristana, blowing up that shield already, so it's not going to give her any AD. And that is going to be a nice exhaust, but the cleanse is coming out, and the exhaust forcing the flash out of Ashe. That is going to be quite a bit. Moo tries to get a bandage toss, but ends up clasping onto one of those minions. Ooh, Elise coming in the mid, but not going to be able to do anything with that. Ooh, nice try. Almost gets the stun. The cocoon would have been really nice. Amumu's coming up from behind, gets spotted out by this ward, and that's one of the great parts of having that ward there. So they know exactly where Amumu is right now, and they can easily not worry about it. Amumu's just going to go after these two, and Ashe is going to try to steal it, but just doing a little bit of damage. Wow, Amumu's caught in a really bad position. He's going to be forced to flash over the wall, and that is not a good situation for him to be in. Amumu is very weak early game, and being at this low health, yeah, he will be forced to recall. And probably just buy some more health potions. He's not going to have enough gold to really do too much of anything else. Yeah, he'll get a Spirit Stone and a Sight Ward, so that'll help a little bit. Zed actually not taking any tower shots, doing a great job. Hotshot doing a great job at CSing at the tower, which was really nice. And he's not even auto-attacking. I think he could have got an auto-attack or two in there if he was just going to not do anything. So it was a weird play for him to do. But regardless, the gold lead should almost always be in the blue team's favor at this point. If everything's even, the advantage of having TF should be enough to get the blue team a little bit in the lead at all times, just because of his passive. Oh, Elise coming up towards the top. Amumu is right on her tail, actually going towards mid. There is no ward there, and Hotshot is actually recalling, so completely wasted time. And wow, that's going to be a lot of damage, forcing the flash out of TF. And that's going to be a little bit of damage onto Gragas, but it's definitely not going to be enough. It's going to force TF to actually recall. Really great play and a fantastic bandage toss. Elise getting pinged out here. She is just going to go towards mid mainly to... Oh, we can get a bandage toss through the wall. Chauster actually not going for it. Yeah, she's basically trying to get any creep kills that she can. Volatile Spiderling doing a little bit. Oh, bottom lane. Oh, nice flash. Picking up the kill and then using the reset on her jump to get out of there without any problems. Let's see if we can get the rest of that team fight and see what happened. Nice jump. Getting the auto attacks actually gets popped up, and that's going to be a whole lot, but those auto attacks are so strong. Going to flash for that and then use the reset, like I said. Beautiful job. Doublelift with those crazy mechanics that he is so well known for. Definitely one of the better ADs in the world right now. I think Aphromoo needs to get on his level though. No, Aphromoo is pretty good, but he's just not, compared to some of the other supports in League of Legends. He's just not quite up to par. It is a relatively new role for him. I don't know if you could really call it relatively new anymore since he's been playing in LCS for a couple months, 2 or 3 months. Nice work going down for TF. Actually spots out setting down the ward though and pings it out, so great job by him. Let's see if we can get back to live here real quick. The blue team, once again, they're pinging out so many wards. It's very impressive that they're able to spot out every single ward that Gragas is placing down. So far, that's a really, really big advantage. So they know exactly where they have vision and where they don't have vision. If that keeps up, then it's... I mean, right now, the fact that there's so many wards around mid, Link is very, very safe, and that helps a lot more than you think, just because he has wards there. He doesn't necessarily need the vision. Ooh, nice job. We're going to get a nice little counter-strike. TF coming in for the stun, but he's going to get flashed. The gold card actually is not even available either. So I wonder what happened there. I wonder... Yeah, I don't know if his pick a card just didn't quite get what he needed, but oh, Mumu's going after Elise. Elise did... Oh, red buff is definitely going down onto Mumu, but quickly killed thereafter by TF. A great pickup. That was very, very well coordinated from Curse. We do have gold card. This is going to be real strong if they're able to pick it up. It's going to pick up those, and boom! That is another free kill. One going down for Zed this time. This is going to help Zed immensely in this lane. He wasn't necessarily having issues. I mean, the CS was completely tied, but getting an advantage is obviously way better than not having an advantage. Oh, bottom lane, there's a huge tower dive once again. Nice throwing in a ward there. Great support coming out from Amumu on that one. Just so there was no possibility of a bush juke going on, they were able to just throw a ward there. Now CLG is going directly onto this dragon. This is a relatively early dragon. That's pretty standard, I guess. 9 minutes, right around 9 minutes. That's definitely going to help. They are currently in the lead by only 600 gold, but this should increase their lead up to about 1,500. Very, very useful, and a very good job by CLG. They're really trying to bring it back. They are now in the lead despite TF's passive. Granted, TF's passive doesn't do a whole lot, but it's enough. I mean, Zed has an extra 140 gold just from that. So he's half of a kill, basically. This kills 300 gold. Is really close. All they just do is wait another 10 minutes, maybe 20, and then he'll wait another 10 minutes, and then he'll have basically a kill's worth of extra gold. But right now Zed is about 10 CS up, and that is phenomenal to have happen. That one kill really, really helps. So now he's up in gold from the kill, and he's also up a little bit in experience, unless he gets zoned out really early, which I'm not exactly sure by. There are almost no wards on the map for the red team except for this bottom lane. That one's pretty much null and void. You don't really need that. But the blue team, CLG, is just lighting up the map when it comes to pink wards and just other wards. I mean, they have wards everywhere, and it's super useful. But at the same time, or sorry, Curse has wards everywhere. I'm getting both teams mixed up now. I apologize. But yeah, CLG is not using a worst there. Oh, a great Ashe arrow coming out, and that is going to be super useful with the 2 globals basically, and getting hit directly into that. The Buster shot not quite doing too much there. Wasn't going to save Sona's life at all. It was a nice attempt, but not really going to happen there. Now 4 members of the blue team at this bottom lane. I don't know if they will end up going for this tower or not. It looks as if they most definitely will, though. Ooh, went for the cocoon. Volatile Spiderling doing a little bit of damage, but not enough. And now, oh, the red buff. With that, is TF going to catch up? Uses the flash and the ignite, gets the auto attack, and that is going to be a tower and a kill. And holy cow, Gragas does so much damage right now. Is he going to be able to? Yeah, I was a little bit worried if he was going to go in there. But in the meanwhile, Amumu ends up picking up that middle tower. Also very, very huge. Towers are 1-1. Blue team has one additional kill, but the red team is still up by about 200 or 300 gold. So great job by CLG, really just sticking it in there. And oh no, Jax in a really tough situation. Oh, a nice flash. Those flashes. Oh no, is it gonna kill him? Is it gonna kill him? Oh, the minions, the minions. No, he's at 62 HP. I have no idea how that didn't kill him. I have no idea. That was insane. So Voyboy, very aggressive. And I'm actually surprised he went for an empowered strike over a leap strike, to be honest. Because I think a leap strike would have been a little bit better. He would have got that and an auto attack. But instead, he didn't even have time to wind up for the auto attack normally. I don't know, it would have been really, really close. Either way, great exchange. Zed came out on top once again. Now up by 10 CS. Almost 20. And wow, picks up the Blade of the Rune King at 12 minutes. That is so terrifying. Now, right when he gets back to lane, he can just jump on Jax and pretty much obliterate him at this point. Jax is going to need the armor. He does have that Ninja Heavy, which is going to help amazingly. But he doesn't have Flash, and he won't have Flash for a while. And it's the same with Zed, so I really am not sure what's going to happen. Elise and TF pinging up top. They could be trying to target this Jax. I don't know if they're going to go for a tower dive, but it is 100% possible. Ooh. Jax just taking a little bit of damage. Now it looks like Zed's up top again, and they will most definitely take this top tower. Nice flash coming out from Ashe, avoiding the explosive cast from Gragas. That was a really beautiful play. But now the three members of the red team, CLG, they could possibly take it. Oh no, a long range arrow from Ashe coming out, and they are going to go down as much as possible. He's going to flash, and I'm very scared for the red team right now. CLG is in a tough situation, but wow, the RS is strong with this one. Nobody died from that in cage, which is very impressive. Meanwhile, Jack's still getting pushed back super, super hard. Blade of the Rune King now coming out. Now the Counter-Strike is down. He has a lot of ways to come back at this. Is he going to be able to finish it up before the tower does it? No, it won't. Jax lives with 55 HP. Oh, man. It's unfortunate that he didn't have a killing spree when he killed him. But he needed that kill. He needed the experience. He needed the gold. Everything. And oh man, this is really, really gonna help him out. So I don't know if Jax actually wants to push back the tower or what exactly he wants to do at this point. Of course, he just wants to farm and farm as long as possible until Zed gets back. But at this point in time, Zed should be pretty close to coming back, even though it looks like Zed is going towards mid. It's very possible that the red team may go for this dragon again. It looks like they have engaged onto it fully. TF making sure not to hit the dragon. Doesn't want to give him extra damage, but it looks like that's what happened. That is going to be another dragon down. CLG once again up by 1,000 gold. Still not doing all that great, but it's a really good game so far. Anything can happen. Not a whole lot going on the map at this point right now. But TF being 3-0-1, oh, that's so scary. TF is already able to clear out the ranged minions in one pick a card. Or sorry, one wild cards, and that's terrifying. I cannot stand TFs when they get fed so early. So this is not looking good for the red team. Oh, TF ult coming in for the pack up, and he throws down the explosive cast. Link in a really tough position, ends up going down, dies to the Ashe, and Ashe with another kill. Or sorry, that was her first kill. Definitely required that she needed that kill though. Ashe is down by 30 CS as well as 2 kills. She's definitely not in a good situation. I mean, she's down by 1,200 gold, almost down by an entire BF sword. If that happens, that would be really bad. BF swords are a pretty big deal right now. Oh, we could have a huge gauge on Tristana. She's going to jump out of there. Volatile Spiderling and all the other spiders coming out. The tower actually taking down those spiders, and wow, TF doing so much damage. There's going to be a lot. Janna throws down her ultimate, tries to disengage, and oh, nice cocoon, throwing it out, and then followed up by a yellow card stun. TF, again, a huge engage, and nobody goes down. Oh no, Doublelift Jax, who absolutely gets obliterated. Once again being completely tower dove. Wow, nice ult just coming out, but instant reaction on that ultimate. Flashes and then leaps to a minion, but doesn't stay around the tower long enough. Very unfortunate. I think if he leaped first and then possibly over for the flash, the explosive cast actually missing. That is not good at all. Oh, beautiful read on that barrel roll. That was absolutely perfect. And wow, he's doing as much as he can. And yeah, that is going to be extra little bit of damage coming out from Gragas. Apparently Sona got the assist on that one. I don't know how. She might have healed him or sped him up or something, but Sona's so good at getting assists, and that's why so many supports like playing her. It's because she can literally just kind of hang out and spam her abilities. And that's pretty much all she needs to do. I mean, granted, of course, you need to time at your crescendos and do a lot of other stuff at the same time, but as far as getting assists and getting the gold that you need to support your team, it's super easy, because all you need is one aura to hit somebody that gets a kill, and you have yourself a nice little assist. Let's see if we can get into the live part of the game. Here we go. Tristana's still doing a great job. Ashe has caught up by 10 CS. She's mitigated that just a little bit, but she's still down by 2 kills. Oh, the Ashe arrow coming down. Beautiful tornado followed with the Ashe arrow, completely disengaging that fight. And CLG was able to take down Curse's bottom inner tower, and that is not a good situation. Gragas now. Uh-oh, Gragas is in trouble, but he's able to get out of that. Curse of the Sad Mommy coming in, and oh no, TF coming out with the ultimate. Is he going to port in? Yes, he ports in, and oh, that is a bad situation. The Zong is right away, followed by everything from everybody. The crescendo, the explosive cask, and the auto attacks from Trist. Trist actually ends up picking that up with an auto attack after all those abilities, so great job by Trist actually picking up that kill, securing it wholeheartedly. But man, Trist is gonna start to get fed. 161 CS, up by almost 30 once again, and that's a really bad situation. Now up by 3 kills. So now she's up by BF sword. She can go back and buy one. And while Doublelift is just doing a phenomenal job, and up by even more. The middle inner tower is down, and this is going to cause Curse to pretty much completely lose control of the dragon. They have no towers on bottom or mid, which means CLG basically owns this entire part of the jungle without any, like, because they don't have a tower to run to. There's nothing that they can run to, so they're just completely screwed on that front. The only outer tower on Curse's team that's still up is that top tower. So we'll see if CLG decides to throw that down or not. So far, CLG doing a great job, and most likely they should be setting up for the dragon here pretty soon. And yes, it is getting pinged out, but it's being pinged out by Curse. The red team is also pinging it. We could have another nice little fight here. Curse is only 2,000 gold behind at 20 minutes. This is not an unwinnable fight. Even though CLG went back and bought just now. Oh yeah, the dragon is already being engaged on by Curse. Curse really needs this dragon. If they can get this dragon, that would help them out significantly. Holy cow. Nice initiate from Ashe. Getting up the air, the explosive cast, trying to disengage, and TF is getting kind of jumped on by, oh my gosh, so much disengage, and oh, is Curse's set money going to come out? That could have been really effective, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Jax, wow. I can't believe nobody has died from this, but COD is definitely on their back foots right now. Foots, yes. Foots, plural. It's definitely not a good situation for CLG. They can't go back because Curse is just applying way too much pressure on this middle tower. They don't want to lose it, even though it's super low and they could probably safely lose it. Curse is really starting to come back. They're only down by 800 gold, but oh, Curse is Mummy coming in and followed by the crescendo. Actually, they're landing on one person. That's going to be the Elise. Is she going to fall? Yes, she finally will fall. Tristana coming in. Oh, is it going to be enough? Yes, Tristana gets another kill, gets the reset, starts jumping, and another slow coming down. That is going to be a double kill, and she's going to jump directly on. Oh my gosh, so many crits in a row. Can you believe it? Oh, there was so many crits. Buster shot now available, but TF is now on the run, and there's no way he's getting out of this. That is going to be a kill for Jax. Jax with kills is the scary thing. Triss still up by quite a bit of CS. Up by 30 and up by 5 kills. Definitely not looking good for Curse right now. Elementz was the only one to survive that on Janna, and that's just because it's basically impossible to catch up to Janna. Oh, he could have. CLG setting up. They're setting up for a fake Baron attempt. Oh, Ashe is going to throw an arrow to scout. Doesn't scout it. Scout it. And now they're going to go for this blue up. Elise actually missed the cocoon, which is very surprising. And the explosive cast being used, so she couldn't outsmite it. Although she still possibly could have. 822 damage, I doubt that his explosive cast does that much damage. Yeah, it's only at 600. Either way, I'm kind of surprised that Stvicious didn't actually steal that, because that's kind of his forte. Well, he gets stuff stolen. His smite isn't the best, but either way, when you have a 200 damage swing, it's relatively easy. 200 damage is a lot of damage, especially when there's like only one person there that they want to give it to. Curse ended up taking out that inner, or the outer middle tower. Cop ends up getting shot down a couple times by Tristana, but nothing's gonna happen about it. Oracle's on both teams right now, which is pretty surprising. You don't see Oracles that often, but it's great that they're actually getting it. No, it's gonna get intense. CLG could have a pretty strong push on this inhibitor tower. Yeah, they're gonna back off. They got a little bit of damage on it, which is fine. That's all they really needed, and now CLG is applying the pressure that they want. Oh, Ashe actually landing on the Jax. TF throws down his ultimate. Is anything going to happen? The cocoon actually lands on Jax once again. Curse the side mummy, locking up 3 members of Curse, and now Jax goes in with a beautiful counter strike. They blow up Ashe. That is the dangerous part. Curse is in a really tough situation, and Jax is getting stun comboed like crazy, and that is a triple kill for Link. And they don't care about following. They're going directly onto this Baron. 25 minutes. They're up by 3,000 gold. And this Baron could be a very significant swing in the favor of CLG. Baron's at 3,000 HP, 2,000, 1,000, and dead. Gragas picks up the kill. Wow. Phenomenal job. Just overall great, great, great. Doesn't get any better than that. they perfectly strategized it. They say we could get possibly an inhibitor tower and an inhibitor, or we could just get a free Baron and then force everything else around. And so they wanted to go back, they wanted to get some items because they are still ahead. And wow, in the meantime, Trist pushes top tower, ends up picking everything up, and Jax doing a great job of just clearing out these minions. Wow, that is a lot of CS that Jax just pulled up. He's so far behind right now. He was down by like 50 or 60, and now he is still down by about 50, but I think he was down by like 60 or 70. He was pretty far down there. Oh, in the middle we see a ton of damage going down. Sona almost dies. Able to get a little bit of a heal. Ashe unfortunately unable to shoot, or she already shot her arrow, sorry. Gragas being 5-1 and 4 and Trist being 6-1 and 3. It's very scary to be the opposing team. Although Zed is 3-4 and 1, he does have some kills. He has an assist. He is up on CS, which is pretty surprising since he's died 4 times. But HotshotGG on top is also pretty close to not doing too well. He's 2-3 and 4, with 165 CS. Definitely not holding up his end of the bargain, and yeah, he's down by 700 gold. As far as junglers go, looks like Amumu is up just barely. Ashe doing a great job at clearing those towers. She can spam that volley. Are they going to be able to get an inhibitor tower from this? That's the question. Oh, it's so close. That Janna hassle every time Amumu comes in with that bandage toss, or else he will just curse the sad mummy. Oh, nice flash curse, and followed by one of the crescendos. Oh my gosh, this is not good. Jax actually jumps onto TF, and there's no way TF is going to get out of that. So many crits coming down, and the repel is going to do quite a bit of damage, and holy cow, that's a ton. Tristana doing as much as she can, and yeah, that is going to be a double kill for Tristana. Oh, tries to pick up the kill, ends up killing herself. That's a double kill for Janna. Beautiful play. Elementz MVP 2012 or 2013 rather. Ooh, a beautiful stun. I'm surprised it actually landed, but
A summoner has disconnected.
oh.
A summoner has disconnected.
Everyone left the game. Looks like that is going to be the GG. Definitely in favor of CLG on that one. What they do is they leave the game so there's no match history of what champions they play, and that there is no correct low replay. I believe the replays won't work either. So luckily I have it recorded anyway. And we'll have this posted for you guys. But yeah, definitely make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Like I said, I come out with daily content, and I try to get scrims like this as frequently as possible, just to kind of see what other teams are planning for possibly bringing out during the LCS. But they're always good matches. Congratulations to CLG, GG to Curse. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.